A big part of why Gene and I decided to create Propellant Labs is that we wanted to add value to founders like ourselves and help them to achieve their goals.
So for us, we just really like to back the jockey and not the horse. It's really about, like Dave said, it's about just getting really amazing entrepreneurs that have that passion.
Hey guys, welcome back to Tipping Point. Are you an entrepreneur with a huge idea? Well, make sure to check out this episode because Gene and David are going to break down the skill sets and the qualities that they're looking for in young entrepreneurs who are applying to become a part of Propellant Labs. Make sure to check it out. You're not going to want to miss it.
You talked about making a difference. How about in terms of morality? Because it seems like today, if you look at big companies that are successful, like Tom's, for example, who give back, it seems like today you have to be, if nothing else, morally conscious about the environment, about your workers, about things like that. That's more important than ever. Because of the internet and social media, people talk a lot more, and you know, it's easy to be branded as, you know, a negative company.
Sure.
How important is it to make sure that what you're doing, let's say if it's a tech startup, how important is it for your tech startup to be doing something that is contributing to society, specifically in a positive way, and not just there to be a revenue machine? How important is that in today's age?
Yeah, I think that I can talk about why we created Propellant Labs. And a big part of why Gene and I decided to create Propellant Labs is that we wanted to add value to founders like ourselves and help them to achieve their goals, help them to be successful, leverage the insight and the connections that we've built throughout our 20+ years in this space, building our careers, and help people to be successful. And to me, it's less about the specific business that they're in, as long as it is something that, you know, as long as the founders are good people who are smart, who are passionate, who are, you know, very enthusiastic about, you know, figuring out the right ways to approach their business and grow and work. That's, you know, to me, that's, you know, that's it.
Key.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also there's a lot of sort of bad guys in the industry as well. We wanted to be the good guys, right? We wanted to be the guys with Propellant Labs that were helping helping individuals to reach their goals without charging a large exorbitant amount of money not delivering. So with our model, we actually do a SaaS model where it's we put our money where our mouth is, basically, with Propellant, right? If somebody isn't happy, if we're not delivering, they don't continue with our service. So yeah, I think we really wanted to be the good guys in the industry as well, that we're actually legitimately helping others.
So, David, tell us a little bit about Propellant Lab, what it is.
Yeah, so we started Propellant Labs about a year and a half ago. We saw an opportunity to create a platform and a community online to make it very easy for founders to be able to get insight and connections to help them build their business. When we were building Propellant, we thought about the three things that were key to us as founders, and that is time, cash, and equity, right? You really need to make sure you're focused. You don't want to spend too much time going sideways and not getting learning or not moving forward. You need to protect your cash, obviously, as much as possible, and you want to protect your equity because that's your upside. And a lot of accelerators and incubators that are out there are either not convenient, they take a lot of equity, or you know, you know, people will have to go to a set location to be a part of it. So we created Propellant with the idea that it's going to be online, pay us a small monthly fee, month to month, no contracts, no commitments. We don't require equity, and we basically have built this community now, over 100 founders from all over the country and all over the world that are dedicated to, you know, helping themselves to be successful and helping each other to be successful. And so Gene and I spend time one-on-one with all of our founders on an ongoing basis. We have a terrific team of mentors who are investors, who are on the legal side of things, marketing side of things, you name it. Tons of friends of the program. They're all very active. They provide, they'll do events with us where there's Q&A with our members and a lot of follow-on from that. And basically, when you think about what we're building and what's happening here, is, you know, it's not just Gene and I that are providing insights and connections. It's now a 100-strong community that's very active, as well as this great team of mentors. So we've been extremely pleased with how things are going. We're getting great feedback. We're getting a lot of new members that are referrals from our existing members, which is always a good sign.
But people apply, right?
People apply, and we don't accept everyone into the program. We're actually very restricted because we know that a lot of the quality of our program is based upon, you know, the value that's delivered amongst our members. So when I talk to members, we talk about, or when I talk to prospects, we talk about, you know, what are the things that we're looking for? We're looking for good, smart, passionate entrepreneurs that are doing disruptive or interesting things who we believe that we can add value to. But then also, as importantly, are interested not only in getting and receiving value through our program, but giving that to others and helping others to be successful. And I think that's a large part of why we're growing so quickly and we're getting such great results and great feedback.
And just to add to that as well, I'd say that we like to back the jockey, not the horse, right? We don't care about what level, how far along the company is. We have some companies that are pre-MVP, which means they're still trying to figure out their product line, right? We have other companies that are $1 million or more a year in revenue, right? We have some founders that this is their first business ever and they're brand new. We have some founders that have started companies before, or they have run companies before that have been tens of millions of dollars in revenue. So for us, we just really like to back the jockey and not the horse. It's really about, like Dave said, it's about just getting really amazing entrepreneurs that have that passion to take their business to the next level and that are coachable as well, right? We will never take somebody on that we feel like we can't help them. So that's part of the application process as well. And I think the proof is in the pudding because we've been extremely successful. We've helped so many people raise money. We've had so many, joint ventures, people taking their business basically to the next level, increasing their sales. And that's the reason why we made it month to month as well, right? So if we are not delivering, they're not going to stick with us. And our retention rates are through the roof. So obviously we're doing something right.
Yeah, and you can probably tell we very much enjoy what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And we get a ton of satisfaction from seeing that, what we've created through Propellant Labs is really adding value and helping people to succeed. It's very,
and seeing how
very
far
gratifying.
Along, and seeing how far along they've come, right, since the beginning, right? We see somebody when they first come to us, they have this pitch, and you can't even understand what their business does. And by the time we've worked with them for a month or two, it makes perfect sense. And I'm like, hey, I want to invest in that business. It's great, right? So many people, they have this amazing idea locked in their head, but they don't know how to break it down to the average person, especially with tech startups, right? We have some tech startups that have amazing platforms, but when they tell even other technical people, nobody understands what they're doing. So I like to say to our members, right, I want you to make this so simple that a lawyer or a doctor or some angel investor can actually understand exactly what you're doing and want to invest their time and money. And I think that's sort of the key to getting a business funding, for example.
Thanks for watching Tipping Point, guys. I hope you found the interviews with Gene and David to be very helpful, and I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, make sure to check out our bonus episode where I hit Gene and David with some rapid-fire fun questions. See you later.